the intro, and thank you for that idiot Grant Random at Lithium who sent me here. Anyway, I had to say that. He told me to. Anyway, my name is Zach. I had, this is my journey through a lot of physical pain, chronic pain, kidney stones, bladder stuff, a lot of stuff that most males don't have to go through. So the female stuff. I don't know why that is, but it is. Anyway, I recently had my wisdom teeth pulled, which is my tattoo, which is awesome because we got home and then Cassie, she put on, what was that movie that we watched? Yeah, I don't remember, but it was fantastic. It was an Alfred Hitchcock movie, so we actually love it, but we love anything she puts on. One of my siblings had an in-law who was 31 years old. He last month he found out he had stage 4 colon cancer. This month he found out it metastasized to his liver and he had days to live. This all happened within like 2 months. He died in this hospital. And since then, Eva and I had taken a good hard look at our lives and realized that we can't dwell on the petty stuff anymore. We can't let anybody get to us. We just gotta let it go. And you know, life is too short for this. Way too short. So as a result of that, we agreed that to unblock. I think we unblocked most people from Patreon, and everybody from YouTube and Instagram was unblocked. So my apologies. I hate this bed. It was just something that we had to do. We had, you know, what is the preacher was preaching this week of what is a Christian, and went off with a bunch of stuff. I'll leave it down below, but I know it's Catholic stuff, and some people don't believe what I believe, and that's fine. You can believe whatever you want to believe, and no judgment here, no judgment. I remember when it was actually Eva and I were in Scotland, and we were on Loch Ness, and all these people believed that there was a monster in this loch. I was like, these people are nuts. And Eva was like, Zach, she hit me in the shoulder, and she was like, Zach, you can't make fun of other people's beliefs. These people believe that there's a monster, like, let them, even though it's statistically impossible. And I get it. So I can't hate on other people anymore. And if somebody's bullying you, it's just to make themselves look better. And so at the same time, we just let everything go. We forgave a lot of people. We forgave a lot of people. And we just decided to let things go. I got my book with me, The Haunted. So this is actually the new Conjuring movie that comes out in a couple weeks. Conjuring the Last Rites is about the Smurl family haunting. This is the book that it's based off of. If in case you haven't heard of the Smurl family haunting, it happened in West Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, on Chase Street. What was the address? It was between I don't remember the address, but it was in West Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, on Chase Street. It's where it's a place. The house still exists. It didn't get torn down. I think that the demonic activity that was there was haunting the family, and they must have been playing the dark arts, because that's the only way you can or playing with Ouija boards, because that's about the only way you can get it. So I know that there was a lot of media attention around it in 1986, and only 17, 18 years later, I met her. I met Lorraine Warren in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Bridgeport, Connecticut. Bridgeport? Yeah, it was Bridgeport. I think it was Bridgeport. And we went and saw her cult museum, and it was freaking fantastic. But she makes a good cup of tea. But the Smurl, she told us about that haunting, and I was like, whoa. So I think it would be a good movie unless they don't overdo things with the scares and make things stick to the actual what happened. Which there was a lot of media attention around it, so you can find stuff on YouTube, I'm sure. Anyway, that is that. We're actually going to the Dominican Republic to visit my dad in November, so that should be fun. And then there's an impromptu trip that my friend up north, who lives in Kelowna, British Columbia, he is going to take us to Prince Edward Island, but I think he'll probably bring us back to Kelowna, because I think the wildfires will probably be out by then. So, that'll happen in late September. I don't know. But look forward to those things. At least we have something to look forward to. I just want to say to all those people I wronged on any of the social media networks, I'm sorry. Both you and I didn't know how to handle things, but I think we've both figured it out that we're just going to take things in stride. We're going to put things in perspective before we say anything, and we're going to take other people's accounts into the narrative and be just better human beings towards people. And I think that that's what God had in mind. That's the one thing I can offer you for one of the things that got anxiety. A major thing that helped me out with my anxiety was the church. Getting involved in the community at church, getting involved in the religion. Throughout my life, I've did difficult stuff. I wanted to be an FBI criminal profiler in college, and so I studied to be the FBI. And we learned that they probably wouldn't take me because I get too emotional about things. And if I saw somebody hurting something, I would probably lose it, which is probably true. So the church and religion can really, really, really help, no matter what your religion is. Lutheran, Baptist, even the churches like Christ of Latter-day Saints, when they came over to my house, and I learned so much from them. They opened my eyes to things that I didn't think was possible. And so people who speak bad about them, I think it's just ignorance. And I was ignorant. On here. I stereotyped Utah into one big thing, and that was wrong of me. That was so wrong. I was so wrong. It hurts sometimes. It will eat, but you gotta let it go and say, you know what, I've sinned. I'm gonna turn towards the light instead of the darkness, and it helps. I wanted to be a wildlife management officer, and so I went out to Yellowstone, and I was in Zion National Park, and Wheelstone National Park, and Glacier National Park, and I had a blast. It's something I really, really, really wanted to do. Maybe someday I'll get back into it, but right now, with all my pain and stuff, I can't. I'm really sick. With kidney stones, and there's a tumor on my spine, there's a tumor on my adrenal gland, there's a tumor in my kidneys, which they all benign, but it's just one thing after another. My chronic pain, I can only do so much at a time. The autism, they have never found the right medication for it, so I'm on. Sometimes I don't get things, and some things are meant to be a joke, and I don't get it. But I think that it's best to just do the best that you can say, and be appreciative of the things that you have. And so that's why I will never, ever, ever, ever say another bad word about anybody on the Patreon account. So I've never said a bad word about Elizabeth or Cassie. I've defended them so in the face, but not always with all the people. So no more of that. No more. We're gonna be on, not only her and I, but I am going to be better at just getting along with people, and you will be by my side the entire time. So I love her. She's one of the best things that ever happened to me. She has been a rock. Last week when I had my teeth out, she made me vegetable broth, which I didn't know she could cook like that. She made her own vegetable broth, so homemade. So she said she can cook. She said she's so busy that she hardly has time. So I love her more than anything in the world. As long as she stays out of things, people will pick on me. I can handle that. I can handle people picking on me, because people pick on me all the time. So anyway, I think they're gonna penetrate me. So to Richard Harris, MacArthur Park. Someone left my cake out in the rain. Alright guys, I love you all. Shout out to Cassie and Carly and Ben and all the moderators. I popped on bed, and Elizabeth and Kirk at Charismatic Voice. I love you guys all. You guys are the best. You are the best at what you do. I have much, much respect for you. Whoa. Look at those tan lines. Wow. I didn't even realize. Anyway, I gotta go. I'll see y'all later. In my heart, yo. Later. Just remember one thing. Forgiveness is a virtue. And it's a really good thing to have that virtue, because it can help you through the darkest times. And remember, you can always go towards the light, never the darkness, because any light will overcome. Just a tiny bit of light will overcome all that darkness. Trust me on this one. I know what I'm talking about. And remember, life is too short to squalor under petty differences. So, much love to you all.
Oh, the sweet green icing flowing down. Someone left the cake out in the rain. I don't think that I can take it, 'cause it took so long to bake it, and I'll never have that recipe again.